Welcome back, Lana. Welcome to another episode of the Bull Room. We have a good one for you today. Make sure you like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. We're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. Help us accomplish that goal. Help us crush it. Also, I invite you all to check out our website, LatinWealthClub.com, where we post articles on politics, finance, crypto, and much more. Make sure to sign up for our newsletter and get notified on your email. But this is your host, MP, and behind the scenes,
AZ.
How you been, bro?
Good, man. How about you?
Good, bro. How's your brokerage account going?
Basically the same.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like October's here. We're halfway through October, right? And we've seen Bitcoin kind of rise. Altcoins have been steady, but will Bitcoin, be over 72,000? That was my prediction. Like it'll reach over like it'll be over 70 for sure. But I mean, I don't know, man. We're halfway through. We've only seen a small gain. I don't know. Are you pretty optimistic about us ending over 70,000 for Bitcoin?
Yeah, I think so, man.
For this month, like before the end of the month, you think we're gonna hit 70,000?
No, probably not. I think it's gonna take something really big to hit, and then probably
Or
go
you
over
think,
that mark.
or you think just right after the elections, early November?
Yeah, if something were to happen. Yeah, if good news, like for the
Trump
economy.
winning.
Yeah,
For the economy. Bro, so I want to talk about spot ETFs. Can you tell me a little bit what you know about spot ETFs or ETFs just in general?
Yeah, spot ETF, I guess, from what we learned last time from the Bull Room, right?
Yeah.
You're owning. Well, I guess in this case it would be Bitcoin because that's the only one that's out,
Yeah.
right? So it'd be Bitcoin. You own you don't directly own it, but you own it through like a brokerage that owns part of it or something.
They pretty much have reserves, bro, where they hold Bitcoin and that backs the value of their ETF. And then that's what, brings value for you to invest in their ETF, right? So it's like we hold this Bitcoin and this Bitcoin's worth $1 million, for example, right? We have $1 million worth of Bitcoin. We're going to offer it to our clients, you know what I'm saying, in a form of a spot ETF. So they can invest into the ETF for us to buy more into the reserve or, sell some of the reserve. Who knows, right? Our clients are going to, determine that. But yeah, bro, essentially that's what it is, bro. It's you indirectly owning that digital asset or asset as it is. But what makes it a spot ETF, bro, is that it follows the spot price, the real life current price of the asset, digital asset or commodity, whatever it may be. So, yeah, bro, when it comes to direct ownership, you don't directly own it. But for some people, that's what they want, right? They want that, like, safety net knowing, like, oh, my brokerage account has it. It can't get hacked from me. The brokerage account has millions and millions of dollars of security. Like, I'm good. I don't need to worry about someone stealing my Bitcoin. And I can invest in it and benefit from the rising price or the decrease in price. But, yeah, man, it looks like some investors like that. I think the older ones like it, like the boomers and stuff like that. They just want to know that it's backed, by something, or there's some type of statute of limitations to investing into it. They just want regulation when it really comes down to it, bro. But we've seen the impact it did to Bitcoin. In your opinion, bro, after knowing how it went with Bitcoin, what do you expect for like the future of the crypto markets?
Well, I'm hoping up, man. It seems like everything's lining up for a really solid winter, and I guess from what I understand, the cycle hits best during the winter, or that's when a lot of altcoins have their turn, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully with that, until
Q4, yeah.
Yeah, until with the election, hopefully it'll be a big move.
Do you plan on trading with me next year? Like trading as in like, because you know how we've kind of noticed these past 2 years that we've been in crypto, that summer sucks.
Yep.
So are you planning on doing what I'm doing, selling, like cashing out in the beginning of the year, taking some of that profit, waiting for that dip back down, rebuy, and then catch the wave back up Q4 of next year?
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah, absolutely. If it works out this time, I'm gonna leverage back more into stocks for sure, though. I'm gonna unwind some more into stocks because I'm.
So, like for example, like if you make a $5,000 profit, for example, you might put that $5,000 back into stocks, or just keep that $5,000 into crypto and cash the difference
or even
out.
more. Yeah, maybe when whatever I made my profit, I'm gonna be satisfied.
But you want to go
leaving
back into
3,000.
stocks?
Yeah, most of it. But for sure, I'll leave some.
What if you have real estate money?
Huh?
What if you end up with real estate money?
What? Oh, if I end up with real estate money?
Or
like if I hit big enough.
a down payment, just a down payment.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I'd wait till interest rates come down and take the opportunity. Yeah.
That would be a good partnership for me and you. Because
Yeah.
if you technically have a down payment, I have a down payment. It's like, all right, you do the down payment, we'll do the renovation,
Mm-hmm.
and then boom, we can make 100K off one flip.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin was actually the first crypto, bro, with the first spot ETF in the beginning of the year. And, we literally see it go from like 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 to $60,000, bro. And, it hit its all-time high before the halving event, and we should be seeing a new all-time high before the next year. If everything goes as planned or predicted, whatever you want to call it. But I do want to talk about what these spot ETFs did to Bitcoin. It actually brought a lot of market liquidity. Why did it bring market liquidity? Because a lot of institutional investors, right, talking about brokerage firms, right, like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, ARK Invest, these people were putting in millions and millions and millions to build their reserves in order to offer the spot Bitcoin ETF, right? So now that brings more liquidity, right? So someone that just owns it directly could sell it, and the liquidity is there, so you're able to cash out, right? A lot of that's what happens with altcoins, like scam coins, is that they get liquefied, right? So it's like, oh yeah, it went up so X amount, but when you try selling, you can't sell it because there's not enough liquidity. You know what I'm saying? So a spot ETF brings liquidity to that crypto that it's representing, or that it holds. It also, it potentially allows the crypto to go into price discovery. What this means is new all-time highs. Exactly what happened to Bitcoin, right, before the halving event. So new price discovery, right? When a spot ETF comes out, if it goes well for that crypto, they're going to go into all-time highs, right? Because, again, institutional investors, retail investors, it just is more ways for money to flow into that crypto. And then also it's easier for investors, as little as a beginner to an experienced investor, to access it. So spot ETFs just make it a easier and more accessible investment for the everyday, average Joe, or the everyday American that might not know too much about Bitcoin but wants to get into it. It puts that safety net for them, and it makes it easy access for them. What do you think of that, bro? What do you think of the benefits or the pros and cons of a spot ETF? In reality, it's a lot of pros more than cons.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like it a lot, and like you said, man, I think it just opens up a whole new realm of people. People who are scared to jump into the space because they've never heard of Coinbase and never heard of some of the other retailers
Or
that are
even
on
wallets, bro. Like they don't need to be
Yeah.
like they don't need to fall into that potential
It's
like
confusing.
scam or whatever.
It's confusing. It's really confusing. So I think it's gonna open up a whole new pathway to a lot more people to be able to buy in. But yeah, if you're buying through there, you're getting scammed probably. Not scammed, but you're paying a tax on it for sure. Compared to if you were to buy it with,
There. I mean, there probably is a little small
for
like
sure
percent,
yeah,
like 15%, like whatever it may be.
Cut, yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I feel like brokerage accounts even just do that regardless.
Yeah, that's true. Either way, yeah, even I guess even Coinbase, right? Unless you pay for the $30 membership.
Even then, bro, there's a cap to it though.
Right, you can only,
like it's like 10,000 or like 15,000, like, and then after you sell X amount, then you start paying.
Then who cares?
But it's at a discounted price though.
Yeah, get that.
So
shit
it's
on
like
Robinhood.
it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, I think if it's still like how it was back in the day, it was $5 for gold a month.
What?
$5.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Back in the day,
really?
for Robinhood Gold.
So just to hold it.
So you had like and then but
Wow.
free, no fees and all that
to
stuff.
transfer
It was
out.
just $5 a month. Yeah, and you had a margin, bro. Like
Oh,
I had,
really?
for example, when I had 50,000 of my own money,
Yeah.
it let me literally borrow another 50,000
Oh, shit.
on margin. Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah, no biggie, bro. It was crazy, but I mean, you could set the limit too. You could be like, no, just half of my money, all of my money, whatever
sure,
it may
yeah.
be. So speaking about spot ETFs, bro, we've had a couple filings. We had one with Ethereum. So a couple of brokerage firms are trying to get Ethereum and spot ETFs. I'm not gonna really talk about it because it's not my cup of tea. Adrian and I are both invested in XRP, so that's what we're gonna talk about. So we're gonna go to, because recently they've had 2 spot ETF filings, even though the SEC appealed the decision that that the retail sales were securities or whatever it may be. I feel like the SEC is just trying to get more money, but because of XRP having that fast cross-border payments for super cheap, super efficient, it's pretty much caught the interest of big banks and big institutions. So we've literally had 2 spot ETF filings for XRP. What this is going to bring is regulatory clarity. As we did have Judge Annalisa Torres say that the retail sales were non-securities, we do have that appeal, but who knows if it's gonna get thrown out? Who knows if it's even gonna last or not? We just have to see. We've had a couple emergency meetings, so it looks like they might be working something out. But the spot ETF will, after regulatory clarity, should be good to go, and it will transform the XRP market for good. You see, you guys need to understand that once that spot ETF is there, more liquidity is going to go in there. Price discovery is going to go in there, just like I mentioned, right? And also, it's going to catch the interest of new people, right? If, the one person is barely learning about Bitcoin, if they see a XRP ETF and an Ethereum ETF, they're going to want to see, hey, let me seek my options. Let me see what's out there. Let me diversify my money. And, us being, I guess, quote unquote, early investors, because we're invested into it before the spot ETF, we're going to benefit tremendously from it. Also, what it's going to bring is mainstream adoption, bro. Mainstream adoption. Just imagine everyone just goes on the brokerage account and it's just XRP ETF. How many people are going to be like using it as let me invest into this for my retirement? Or a pension fund. Let's invest in this because it's it focuses on something that we think is needed in the world. Um, it's just, I don't know, bro. I feel like once it does happen, we're gonna just go up so high, but we're gonna go up so high and we're gonna become steady. Why? Because of the liquidity. So it's also gonna bring that price stability, and I feel like it's what's gonna happen eventually with Bitcoin after it reaches a new new all-time high. I'm sorry. It'll be stable and it'll just chop for like the next couple of years, bro. Mostly because, like, again, millions and millions and billions of dollars are going into it, and after this, I feel like after like the influx of capital, I feel like this is going to be a steady flow of capital going in. So it'll just be consistently going up for the next couple of years, not as much as volatility. I feel like that's one thing about the spot ETF is that it's going to kill that crazy volatility that we've seen for years in the crypto markets. But any thoughts, bro?
No, I don't think so, man. I like it. I like everything that's coming for those two, even Cardano. I think it's gonna benefit from XRP success if it does.
Even both of them, bro. Like if the Ethereum comes out first, I think everyone's just gonna be expecting the XRP one to be next.
The next bigger ones, right?
Yeah.
That follow.
Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna be a lot of hype next year, bro. I mean, unless summer comes around, because you want to be out before summer.
Right.
Yeah, summer, we've noticed the past 2 years has not been good for us. We always see our accounts in red. or literally goes red, and then I think by July and August is when it starts pumping back up a little bit, right? Have you noticed that or no?
I don't really keep track of it like that,
dude. Look, so go on your account and then look at like that summer, the 3-month summers, and you'll see that your account went down. I mean, because you've been invested since I started, no? Or when did you actually?
No, I honestly. No, I don't know. To be honest.
You've been over a year.
I mean, I went through summer, but it was kind of the same price.
Summer, like you get a Q4, Q1 pump, and then Q2 to Q3 is just
for sure it was summer because I was sweating my balls off in here, so I know that for sure I was buying it during the summer.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like that's the time where it's like the price is not pumping.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I got it at the point where it was already, we're already back down.
So what I'm trying to say though is that happens every year.
Yeah.
Summer's is bad. So it's like we need to like this coming year we need to find a strategy to just cash out and then rebuy back in.
Yeah. So I not knowingly bought in at the right time, I guess.
Yeah, actually.
Kind of.
I did that to my mom's brokerage account too. One time she was like, just buy stocks for me. It happened to be like May of 2020. And if you know anything about May of 2020, that was literally the rock bottom of the 2020 crash. So my mom literally got in like
the right time.
Yeah, bro. Her account like after that was all positive, bro. I think she ended up at like 20 to 30% in profit. Yeah, somewhere around there. I can't say a number because I just don't remember. But anyways, man, this is the end of the podcast. All money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and we'll see you on the next one, Line of Wealth Club. Don't be a little bitch.